Yay. Yay. There it is.
I have a really stupid question just to lead off the show.
Well, good for you.
The show. Would you rather spend a night in a dumpster or in a porta potty?
Oh.
Like not a clean, like a festival porta potty?
Oh, then definitely the dumpster.
Or a festival dumpster.
Festival dumpster.
Really?
Yeah, you?
You'd rather be, well, it depends. Like a Fish concert, like the...
Either way, it's not pretty.
So one time, Lori went to a Fish concert down in on Randall's Island.
Okay, your wife?
In New York, my wife. And she said that the poop in the porta potty was literally crowning. It was like coming over the seat. So like people would have to like actually like, I guess you'd climb, you'd mount it and squat if you wanted to keep it going.
Wow.
Like it makes sense to come up to the brim, but like once it crowns over the brim, that means people were literally squatting over it.
Yeah, had to be. Yeah.
So that's how we're going to start the show.
Wonderful. That's lovely.
And a happy Hanukkah to you.
Happy Hanukkah. Yeah, what the heck is that? That's pretty gross. I've seen a porta potty that was like a totally full cup of coffee. Right to the brim. You know, if you overfill your coffee and it's right there.
Did it look like a full cup of coffee?
It did.
Did it smell like a full cup of coffee?
No.
This is really how we're going to start off our Halloween. Wait.
Halloween, huh?
Hanukkah.
Same thing.
Hanukkah. Do you like Hanukkah?
I have no issue with Hanukkah.
The podcast is good. I like it.
Oh, he's Jewish.
Thanks, Matt.
No, thanks, Matt. Appreciate it. Yeah. Happy Hanukkah to you.
Happy Hanukkah, Matt. I have no qualms. I think it's great, and this is where this gets me to, where people say like, "Oh, you have to say Happy Holidays. You can't say Merry Christmas."
I say Merry Christmas.
If you say Merry Christmas, I say Happy Hanukkah to you.
Yeah.
And if you were to walk up to me not knowing me and said Happy Hanukkah, I would say Happy Hanukkah back.
Well,
if that's what you greet me with, I'm assuming that's
I mean, it
lovely.
depends where you are. Like if I ran into you like on the street in Hartsdale, I'd be like Happy Hanukkah, and you'd be like,
I'd say Happy Hanukkah to you.
Yeah.
But do I have to say Hanukkah or do I say Hanukkah?
Hanukkah.
Do you spell it with an H or a C?
Hanukkah. Well, it's a great debate, sir.
Is it really?
It is a great debate amongst the rabbinical community.
Okay.
It's if it's spelled with an H, it has one K, and if C has two Ks or back and forth. I don't know.
Okay.
I go with the C. With
like
the
the
cha.
C.
Give me the cha. Give me the chu.
The C delivers the cha?
It gives it a little chutzpah.
Okay.
To the holiday.
That's good. So I think we've discussed this last year, but let's go back to it. So your kids get Hanukkah and Christmas?
Correct.
That's great.
Correct.
And how much of that do you dive into? Like the meaning of, because your girls are getting old enough to understand that a little more now.
I think we're still probably a year or so away. We've been playing Dreidel, right?
Okay.
Diana knows the letters on the Dreidel.
Great.
The Gimel.
What other letters?
You got the Gimel.
The Gimel?
You got the Nun.
None.
You got the
You
Shin.
have a nun?
You got
I thought
the
that was more Catholic.
Nun, not none.
Okay.
Nun.
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 Like how many nuns are there in Judaism?
Nun.
Nun.
Okay.
Okay. Shin. Like if you win this game, I'm going to kick you in the shin.
Ow.
Right.
Okay.
Easy enough. And then there's the hey.
Now, what do they mean?
So it's a gambling game. Go figure.
Is it really?
Oh yeah, pretty much. Yeah. There's a pot. Right.
Okay.
And you
a pot of gelt.
It can be gelt. It can be pennies. It can be pretzels. It can be whatever the hell you want it to be. Right. Enough that you can have multiple. So you ante into the pot before each spin, and then depending on the spin, you get to take. So Gimel, you get it all. You get the whole pot.
The one who spins.
You get the whole pot. Yeah.
Okay.
If it's hay, you get half a pot.
Okay. The H half. Okay.
Right. If it's nun, you get none.
None. Okay.
I don't remember what shin does. Maybe you got to put some. Oh, you put some in. That's right.
Oh.
Put some in. Shin, put some in.
Got it.
So you got to put more in.
So I've only ever spun the dreidel. I've never played the dreidel as a game.
No, dude, you got to get down on that game, on that gambling
fun.
game. Yeah, it's kind of like I was trying to put a little chutzpah into dice, but it's kind of a
okay.
You know, the chamanos maybe. I don't know. Like yeah, I guess the Maccabees, you know, in the back alleys of old Israel would gamble on this, and yeah, no,
it's tough because there's no skill to it whatsoever. Like
I don't know. You should see my daughters try to spin it, and then you see me spin it, and you see.
Aren't you supposed to just crank it, spin it, and go?
Yes. Yes, there's absolutely no skill involved, if that's what you mean.
Right.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's the luck of the draw, but you know, you can spin it hard, you can spin it soft. It's got to stay on the table.
But you never know where it's gonna go. You play it on the table or
it's
on the
a
floor?
game of chance. It's a game
you played
of
on the
chance.
floor.
It's a game. Oh, you can.
Yeah.
You can. If you have rugs, it's not going to work.
Right.
Right. So if we were here in the studio, we'd have to play it on the
table.
On the table. Maybe we will.
I would love to.
There may be a dreidel in here. I don't know.
Do you have a dreidel?
Oh, let me go look. In the meantime, tell them about our sponsors and how to call in the show and all that good stuff.
Candlewood Valley Country Club, the #1 place to go. Meet your friends, play some golf, have a great bite to eat, and keep it all COVID safe. Visit candlewoodvalleygolf.com today for a great gift card you can give to someone for Christmas, for Hanukkah, for whatever you might be celebrating this year. candlewoodvalleygolf.com. Looking for a great gift?
I do have a dreidel.
I was hitting another one while you were doing it. Let me hit the other one.
Go.
Looking for a great gift this holiday season? How about a gift from Santa Claus himself? SantaClausCompany.com.
Is Santa Claus here?
Santa's here. He's in the other room, actually.
Bring him in. Bring him in real
Want me
quick.
to get him? Is he going to spin the dreidel?
I think I want to play dreidel against Santa Claus.
Oh, all right. Hold on. I'll go get him. Hold on.
Okay. Candlewood Valley is a great place to play some golf. Oh, I know what I can tell people. They can call into the show at 617. Wait, 631-7 Mike Mo. Restart. Call into the show at 631-7 Mike Mo. That's Mike with a Y. 631-7 MYKEMO. Oh, there he is. Oh,
I'd love to call in that show. This show. That show, this show.
This show.
I would love to call in.
Well, welcome, Santa. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Thank you, Mike, and happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah to you.
Am I supposed to carry that
Give
pot
me a
out?
chum.
Chum.
Give me a ch.
Cha.
Give me a...
How's that?
It was pretty good.
Happy Hanukkah.
It was pretty good. It was pretty good. So, Santa, thank you so much for joining the show.
Happy to be here.
This is the Hanukkah special. We have a dreidel. It's kind of... I was not planning on this being a thing. I actually just had a dreidel sitting here.
That's wonderful.
This is complete. You can ask Mo. Like, Mo. Did we plan this? Like, literally, I just had a dreidel here.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
So, I look. If you're 6 days out, from Hanukkah and you don't have your dreidel yet in your office, then what kind of Jew are you?
It's the one kind of toy.
Yeah?
Is it considered a toy?
I think it's a toy, yes.
It's one toy we've never made at the North Pole.
But mine's made of wood. The elves could make this.
I see that, yes. Maybe I'll get the design and have the elves start working on those.
The elves could make it. Should we do a video of Santa Claus spinning the dreidel, I think, for our followers on Facebook and Twitter? I think that's what we should do. I think that we should do that. We're going to do that at some point. But right now I would be remiss if I didn't take this opportunity to interview Santa Claus.
Well, certainly.
This is like
certainly, Mike.
Very exclusive.
Absolutely.
So tell me, what's going on at the North Pole on Hanukkah? What do you guys do when the Jews are running wild, eating latkes and not believing in you? And,
My goodness, we're in the middle of making toys right now for so many girls and boys across the world. That really Hanukkah is not on my radar, if you will. So it always fluctuates, does it not? It's a different time each year. Sometimes it's earlier, sometimes it's later.
Yes, yeah. Well, your Goy calendar is all kind of messed up. So
it's always the same date, and I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Listen,
Mo, I think he's having problems. He usually does.
So here's the I lost it. I was gonna ask something to Santa. Yeah, I lost it.
I have that effect sometimes.
So look, all right. Change of gears.
Sure.
You need to thank me and thank all the Jews.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Because we have a very important responsibility, especially the younger Jews, while growing up.
Okay.
We don't tell people that you're fake.
Well, I'm not. I'm right here. I'm right in front of you.
Oh, my God. Santa just disappeared. He's not here in the studio anymore.
What's the problem? I'm right here.
It's good to control the board, isn't it?
I guess for you. Let him talk, man. Let him talk.
All right. Look. So, Santa.
I don't have all night to stay here with you.
Yeah, and I don't have all night to waste with you either. So I'm gonna ask that Mo comes back. Santa, we're gonna do some dreidel spinning with you off camera. It'll be some special special content for our fans offline. Just like the special content. Did you see the tens unit thing we're about to talk about? Yeah, that was fantastic.
That was wonderful.
That was great. So I need Mo to come back in here.
All right.
So go fly away. Go make some toys.
Oh goodness.
Well, that's what you do. You fly around. You fly in
this was a very short interview. Glad I came all the way into this.
I'm a very short man, so
I see that. All right. Well, Happy Hanukkah.
Cha.
And Merry Christmas to you. And
Merry
your
Christmas
girls
to
as
you.
well.
Merry Christmas to you, Santa.
I'll see you soon.
And a Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy birthday, Jesus.
Oh, absolutely.
I was not expecting him to agree with that.
Take care, Mo. Good luck with this one. He's a little out of control.
That's right, I am. So,
Thanks,
so I
Appreciate it, buddy.
alluded to it. We did the tens unit thing that you wanted to do. Wasn't nearly as bad as you thought.
No, I thought it was going to be really bad.
Well, so here's why. It's like if you and I were each shot with an elephant tranquilizer.
Right.
No, correction. If I was shot with an elephant tranquilizer,
Yeah.
I would be down for the count.
Oh yeah.
But you are closer to being an elephant, right? So the tranquilizer doesn't really get you as
I'm
hard.
more of a man.
That's
what you're saying.
that's what. No. You're more of a beast, is what I'm saying. Okay.
I am that too.
So it's I don't know. For me, I turned the thing on. Spoilers? Do we want a spoiler? No.
If you
know
haven't
what?
seen it, go ahead and see
If
it.
you
It's on
haven't seen it,
social. Pause the show right now. Go check it out and then come back.
It was absolutely hilarious. I just I don't know what it was. I put it strategically right on the muscles I knew would just freak out, and I just crushed my cup. And Mo, it didn't affect you as much. Now it did render your fingers inoperable.
Yeah,
which was hilarious.
My first and middle fingers went pointed.
Yes,
but my ring finger locked kind of onto the cup.
Right.
And my pinky really wasn't affected. So
Right.
I was able to hold the cup without shaking it or anything.
Yeah, and I think that you've got those bigger paws, right,
Yeah.
to be able to hold the. So I think there was less. There was less cup in your hand, maybe, in the bottom part, the part you were squeezing. Like mine, I was just like.
We moved it again too, just to be sure.
Yeah,
It
I
still
tried.
didn't happen.
I tried.
So
Yeah, and oh, maybe I put it in the wrong spot. I thought I put it in the right spot, but
I
who
thought you
knows?
did. I felt it.
Yeah.
There's no question. It
But
wasn't
that was fun. It wasn't nearly as bad as you thought.
Wasn't terrible at all.
Yeah,
In fact, my arm felt better afterwards.
So if anyone else out there has a great tens unit challenge for us, right? Go
Bring
check
it
out
on.
the video. Bring it on. Call us 6317 Mike Mo.
6317 Mike Mo.
That's Mo with an M.
And Mike with the Y.
Oh yeah, that part. But that was fun. That you were
fun.
You were so nervous. You were so nervous going into it.
I was nervous.
It was kind of cute. It was kind of cute.
It was kind of. It kind of felt good. I'm
Yes.
curious where else I can put that to feel good. Oh, don't give me that look.
6317 Mike Mo.
That's a bad idea. That's a bad idea.
Yeah. Whoever calls up next gets to decide where Mo gets to put the tens.
Yeah, that'll happen.
So Mo,
Okay.
you won the tens challenge. Congratulations.
Thank you very
that
much.
Was,
Good to
that,
win something on the show
that
for a
was.
change.
I know. Well, you know what? Even a blind squirrel finds a nut twice a day. Broken clock.
What?
I had to try to combine two analogies
Euphemisms
into one.
Yeah.
There is a voicemail.
Okay, cool.
And by the way, guys, we haven't played a video game in between the recording of the last show and the recording of this show. And look at how close these shows have come together.
Yeah. I mean, we've laid off the games because you know what, the game thing isn't as important anymore. What was that?
I hit the stand.
It's not as important to us because again, we won the World Series. We have our new season started. We'll get to the rest of it. It's fine. We were excited.
Series. Oh, we won the World Series.
We did.
It was amazing. So, there's a voicemail. I guess we'll get to it.
Yeah.
So Liz, let us know what you have to say this week.
All right.
Hi, this Liz.
Ah,
This is a
Liz,
weird
you're
one,
loud.
But I was wondering what your thoughts were on censorship. So with all of the social media gurus trying to crack down on fake news and false information, and then Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion dropped WAP earlier. And
You know about the WAP.
I know about the WAP. I'm on TikTok. I know all about the WAP.
One big walking WAP over here. Let's keep going.
mine, just kind of wondering what your take is on censorship and whether we should have censorship or if it's just specific to certain issues. Let me know. Love ya. Hope you-
All right. So anyway.
Thanks, Liz.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes Liz gives us great questions. Then there's today. Liz, thanks for reaching out.
Thanks for the question.
But I don't know anyone who can say, I'm all for censorship. Censorship is good.
It's way too broad of a question.
It is.
Just as with Miracle Whip, censorship has a time and a place.
No, Miracle Whip has no time or place at all for me.
Okay, so you're anti-censorship across the board.
No, I'm saying they're not the same.
Uh-huh.
I'm saying that, like, censorship on network TV is how they've laid it out. So, like, you can't swear or show nudity on network TV, but you can on HBO and Showtime. It's a paid platform. I don't understand. For me, I'm a single guy with no kids.
Uh-huh.
So when you have kids, you have to be careful of what your kids are seeing. You don't want your kids hearing F-bombs on every other thing and watching
I know some
The
kids.
Sopranos.
I know some kids that have quite the vocabulary at this point in time.
I knew kids like that when we were kids too.
Yeah.
That happens. There's good parents and bad parents as far as not to judge a parent,
Yeah.
but in that regard, I was never allowed to watch shows that you could swear on.
Oh, I would sneak Beavis and Butthead and stuff like that all the time.
I was-
You were in
an
like
adult by
yeah,
Beavis
you were an
and
adult
Butthead,
by that point in time.
But I still don't swear in front of my
Yeah,
mother.
like when I was a child, you couldn't even show your ankle if you were a woman in public.
Not quite. So I think there's shows that were on in the set. Like when I was a kid, I'd watch Three's Company with my parents. I'd watch MASH with my parents.
Uh-huh.
These are shows that touched on some adult topics
Yes.
and had adult jokes.
Yes.
And it was okay.
Yes.
I turned out okay. I wasn't like freaked out about
Yes.
all that stuff. So I think it's up to the parent to raise their kid the way they want to raise their kid, but it's not up to the government to censor what you watch.
There you go. So I two things there. One, like, you know, with one of our favorite shows collectively is The Office.
Yes.
Right? And if you watch it on Netflix, there are
Yeesh.
literally like 50 different scenes that have been deleted over time. One of the best Christmas episode, right? There's someone in blackface.
Too bad Santa left.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, he's never mind. So there's someone in blackface,
Yeah.
and that's not in the Netflix version anymore. And it's just
No.
one of the funniest moments. It doesn't hurt anybody. It's funny because it's making fun of like the ignorance of Dwight's
Right.
Belschnickel,
Right.
Belschnickel, whatever the
Belschnickel,
hell. Yeah. So it's funny. Sometimes that racy shit is funny. You know, it's
Agreed.
Yeah. So now should you be allowed to say words like on television?
Wow, you said that?
Yeah, or
Don't
other
say
words
that
like,
word.
you know, things
Wow,
like that.
You've
Yeah.
got a potty mouth.
Yeah. Well, I also have a potty, and
Wow.
So sometimes it's good to censor yourself.
Yes.
You
You should be taught that though.
Yes.
The government shouldn't tell you what words are good and
Well,
bad.
is it government? Was that her question?
Well,
Was her
who else-
question
who else-
government?
Oh, she's talking about social media censoring
Social,
you.
yeah. I mean,
And you know what? Look, it's the same.
Well, it's their platform.
It's their platform.
Yeah.
It's like saying you have to wear a mask going into a store. It's up to that store to make that decision. You don't like it, don't shop at that store.
Is social media like? I mean, does the First Amendment apply to social media? That's
Still a private business.
isn't it right? It's a private platform. You don't. It's not like a newspaper.
I think what she's trying to say is
interesting, yeah.
some of these now, and I've seen this with people on TikTok, where they put a conservative post up and TikTok pulls it down.
I've seen it both ways, but sure.
And I've seen people complain about that. I don't follow a lot of liberal people, and maybe they do. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it goes
But
both
I've seen
ways.
that where that gets dropped down. So
Well, it's just fake news on either side. I've seen some stuff that
I'm
people.
not talking about fake news. I'm talking about somebody making a statement.
Well, no, that's fake news at this point in time.
No,
but
no.
someone will share something
No,
from
I'm
some
not
like
talking about fake news. I'm talking
propaganda.
about a
No.
statement of how they believe,
Oh, okay.
and that gets pulled down, and they go on and fight about it, and going, well, how come that got pulled down? I just said what I believe. I didn't say this is news. This is what this is. If you believe a certain way, you should be allowed to state how you want to do it. But again, it's
Yeah.
up to that. It's up to that platform to say we don't want that.
Yeah, I guess.
It's
I mean,
fine.
if I'm like, I believe that Santa Claus is real, right?
That's fact.
You can
We just
put
saw
that
it.
out there. Well, you say it's fact, I say it's not. There you
Bull.
go. There you go.
In your own words, you've said Santa's very real.
You are a lying.
Wow.
So
I'm
so
not.
that's-
Buy the book Behind the Beard, and you'll find out where Mike Furman says he
Ooh.
believes in Santa
Ooh,
Claus.
Behind the Beard is a good book. I wrote the foreword for that.
You can find it
Yeah.
on
So
SantaClausCompany.com.
So some people may argue against that. Some people may say it's facts. You know. So, but that's not something that they're going to go out and censor, right?
No, apparently not.
The whole WAP thing, I'm okay with censoring that song.
I mean, songs have been censored for years. That's how the Gore family found that too. Tipper Gore made a whole thing about censoring music back in the 90s and stuff that she didn't want you to hear.
Right.
But that's up to your parents to allow you to hear
Right.
or not.
If I want to watch a movie with full frontal nudity, that's cool.
You can. You're an adult.
If I want to then post that on a platform for children,
It's not your platform. It's
that's
not
not
your
cool.
material.
That's not cool.
No, but it's also not your material. to
you
post.
don't know that.
Oh God.
Suck it. So
Oh.
yeah. So
This
so
show's awful.
what's that?
This show's awful.
You're not enjoying this one?
No, I'm enjoying some of it, but your
Oh, just
language
in
is
general.
terrible.
It's, well, I mean, it's a good thing that censorship exists, then, isn't it?
You're censoring yourself.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well,
You're choosing to censor yourself.
I mean, you're the prude.
What? What?
I was gonna go somewhere, but all right.
Bad choice.
All right, fuck this show. Let's keep going.
Wow.
So
all right.
so there
No
was
more
there was
censorship.
there was a time. No, that's the cleanest word I've said all night.
You're right.
So the funny thing is though, when you're talking about parenting and people swear, like I don't drop F-bombs or the S word. I have to correct a lot of people when they do around my kids. But there are some words that I don't deem that are all that bad, right? A lot of God-fearing people probably would. But the other week, because she is a sponge, Diana, who's my 4-year-old, she just yells at me the other day, "Daddy, we need new curtains, damn it."
Wow.
And I'm just like, well, A, yes we do. B, yes we do. And C, wow. Wow.
Yeah, we don't talk to Daddy that way.
Some people would be upset if a 4-year-old said damn it.
You didn't correct her for talking to Daddy that way?
We corrected. We said it's darn it. It's
Well
darn
done.
it. Now, the question is darn it better than damn it? Is frick better than
Yeah, I think it is.
You think so?
We're not saying the word. We're
the
not-
substitution words? You think the substitution swears are okay?
I was raised that fart was a bad word.
Oh, yeah. Like when people used to say suck was a bad word.
Yeah.
Right?
And my parents still believe that.
But-
My nephew used that on Thanksgiving.
Sucks?
Said something sucks. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, he's going to get backhanded for that. And nothing happened. Everything moved along. It's a different world we live in.
I know. You can't even backhand a kid anymore.
I know.
I know. It's bullshit.
I got my share.
I would totally. Well, I'm sure.
Which is why I still don't swear in front of my parents. And it's taught as a respect thing to not swear in front of your parents.
okay.
That's how I was taught. So I don't swear in front of my mother. I have sworn in front of my father, but not just for the shock value of saying a certain word or anything.
Okay.
You know?
I got you.
But I think that I think social media platforms have that choice. As far as the WAP goes, it's a dirty song. It's filthy.
It is filthy.
But you
I
haven't-
needed a shower after hearing it for the
But
first
you haven't
time.
lived until you've seen Jack Black do the dance to that song.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
He does the full thing. Yeah, you got to see that.
Oh,
Look it up.
okay.
Look it up, Jack Black.
Okay.
Doing the WAP.
Yeah, I totally. Are there any?
Need a bucket and a mop.
Are there any? Oh God.
Macaroni in the pot.
Are there any Are there any bad words that, or words that you use often that people don't consider, or other people may consider bad?
I don't know.
Like I say shit.
Yeah, some people
I don't think
like
shit is a bad word.
It is a bad word.
There's a shit on the street.
There's
So
it's a bad word.
okay. So here's the question: is it bad as an expletive, but not as a noun? Like
No.
if there's a dog shit,
It's poop.
but dog shit is bad.
You're okay with saying shit in front of your daughter. What if she repeats that back? So I was always taught that shit was a bad word.
So it's funny
you don't say it.
It's funny you say that because we have a friend who I think the kid's maybe 6 at this point. Daddy, I gotta take a shit. Like, and I was like, and I just looked at the dad and we made eye contact and we were just like, okay, he has to go shit.
Wow.
That's fine. But if it was like, Daddy, you're a piece of shit, that's a whole different thing. I think they're two different things.
Well, it'd still be bad if he said, Daddy, you're a turd. That's still something that should be
Yeah.
addressed because it's disrespect to the parent.
But
when
it's not like.
But that word is a tough word.
But it's not like, Daddy, you're a fuck.
All right, so
And then
it's-
being like, Daddy, let's fuck. Like, those are two different. Whoa. That got.
God. It's an awful show. So here's my thing. If you were in
This is why we need a month in between
If
to
you
hit
were
the
si-
reset.
if you were sitting in synagogue
Huh.
and your daughter said the word shit to where the older people of the synagogue heard it, would you be embarrassed by that?
Absolutely.
Well, then there's your answer. If you're embarrassed in front of
Absolutely.
people you respect,
Absolutely.
yeah. So if she said, "Daddy, I have to poop," people around you would go, "Oh, that's cute. Poor kid's gonna poop."
Gotta go poopy. Or, Daddy, I poopied my pants.
Yeah,
Why
you got
didn't you take
poopies.
me to the bathroom?
Poopies.
Yeah.
There's that one day that you what is that you did it with your phone? You left your phone on. Oh, you did like a Facebook Live.
Facebook Live. Yeah, it was in my pocket by mistake. A Facebook Live turned on as I was wiping my daughter's butt.
Yeah, and I'm like, Facebook Live. Oh, what's Mike talking about? It was all black screen and him going, "Oh, you have more poopies? You have more poopies? Okay, you have more poopies." And I'm going, "What is he doing?" And I texted him right away, like, "Dude, your phone's on. Your phones are on Facebook talking about poopies."
The funny thing is, you were the third person to text me. I had 3 people be like, you may want to delete your Facebook Live."
Yeah,
Because then it ended with, okay, bend over.
yeah, not
Because
good.
a 2-year-old doesn't know how to wipe properly.
I
You
get
know,
it.
you got to bend over. Bend over. And it was literally like a 12-second video. But it was just...
It was enough.
It was a solid 12 seconds.
It was a lot there. So what I'm saying is, I think as far as censorship goes, you teach your kids to use the right word until they're of an age where they can use it properly.
Uh-huh.
Because a 2-year-old or a 3-year-old saying the word shit is not what you're comfortable with in public.
Uh-huh.
That shows that you're not teaching them properly. I think proper vernacular. But as far as social media goes, look, you don't like the rules on Twitter? don't go on Twitter.
Don't go on Twitter.
You know, you don't like the rules of a grocery store that says you have to wear a mask. Don't go there. Go get your food.
Yeah.
On Instacart.
If you want to spread conspiracy theories and all that kind of shit, go on Parler. They allow that. It's fine.
I'm not going to question somebody's beliefs. People have different beliefs.
Okay.
If you want to go with different beliefs,
no.
You're not going to win this. You're not going to win this.
I'm sorry. Maybe we'll cut this from the show. I don't know. But the whole fucking basis behind QAnon is ridiculous. Come on.
Look,
come on.
I'm not telling anyone what they have the right to believe.
I'm a Democrat, so am I a pedophile? Because that's what they believe. And Donald Trump was put on this planet to save people from me. That's what they believe. Come on.
I'm saying there are as many people that say that are saying the same thing about me.
But you're a pedophile?
Every Republican is, and
No, I don't think they're throwing
we're
around
the devil.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The pedophile.
100%.
Are they?
100%.
Oh, have you been called a pedophile?
Yes.
No. Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Santa?
Yeah.
I mean, not Santa. The guy
as Santa.
You're not Santa. I already met Santa.
Oh yeah.
You're one of his
They've called
helpers.
him that too.
Yeah.
I'm not a helper.
Really?
Yeah.
He comes down the chimney. Watch out, kids! It's the pedophile.
Yeah. Like there's
I just wanted to give you this wooden train, Jimmy.
There's people. There's people that have.
And run the train, I guess. I don't know.
there's awful people out there, and they've gone too far.
Yeah,
people have gone too far. Yeah. Look, it used to be shocking when you called someone a racist.
Uh-huh.
Now it's like regular vernacular that you might as well call him a guy who wears a blue shirt. Like it doesn't have the same impact because it's been abused.
Why's it got to be blue?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So. So I think people need to understand the power of words that are there, and they're only hurting the power of the word by calling people that on an open platform. It's just stupid.
Kind of like calling somebody a...
Exactly.
Yes, exactly.
Don't ever call me that again.
That you're a...
You do it again, I'll punch you in the throat. Moving on to the next question.
Candlewood Valley Country Club, the number one place to play golf, have some food, have some drinks, play some golf, play some more golf, see some friends playing some golf. Candlewood Golf.
You're bad at this.
.com. I don't do the Candlewood
That's
Golf.
why I do this.
I don't do the Candlewood Golf read.
Candlewood Valley Country Club, the number one place to go meet your friends, have a drink, play some great golf, and do it in a COVID-safe environment. Right now, go out and get your gift cards at candlewoodvalleygolf.com.
I saw a thing on social media, and I actually thought of you because I know some of these answers.
Okay.
But I'm going to ask it anyway.
Sure.
Other than 6317 Mike Mo.
That's where you call to get us, 6317 Mike Mo.
Do you have any favorite numbers and why? And I know the answer is yes for you.
Of course.
Right. 42, 67. I know you have some of these numbers, but I don't think there's a lot of people that they've seen these numbers associated with you, but why? There was a thing. I responded a couple. I put some numbers in there, but
okay.
I'd like to know your answer.
Okay. Well, 67 is the obvious one.
To you
that you brought up that it's the number of the district I represent. I represent the 67th district in the state of Connecticut as a state representative. So ever since I got voted into office 4 years ago, that's been a very important number for me.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned 42, which is my softball number, which has multiple meanings.
Multiple.
I don't know if you know all the meanings for my 42.
I mean, I know Mo Vaughn and or Jackie Robinson combined.
Both.
Yeah,
both. That's two.
I know that. I don't know. Did you get really high? Did you get really high one time and forget the zero, and all of a sudden you're 42?
No, 420.
Yeah.
No, that's not my game.
No. What do you got?
So, okay, the other two big ones that you should know. The other one that's public that most people know when they've asked me about the 42. They know about Mo Vaughn wearing number 42. They're aware of my Jackie Robinson love that I wear number 42 for him. But there's two other reasons.
Mm-hmm.
One is Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Oh.
Which that is the magic number of the world, of the universe.
Correct.
42 is the number. It's the answer to all questions.
It should be 46, though.
It's 42.
That's how many chromosomes you have, 46.
Maybe you do.
If you don't have 46 chromosomes, that explains a lot.
All right. But the other one,
tens unit thing.
The other one you're going to look at me, and I'm going to get an awe from you on this one.
So
the year my mother was born.
Aw, that's cute.
That's why I wear it.
That's really cute.
That's the primary reason why I wear it, but the other ones are certainly all valid and important to me. So 42 is a very important number to me.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
There you go.
How about you?
Well, 6. I like 6.
I know that.
And I like 5.
Explain why 5 and 6.
Well, so 5, I grew up as a big fan of Nomar Garcia-Pera. That
Nomar!
number was not available come high school baseball, so I stepped it up to 6.
Really? That's the only reason?
And I wanted to wear Joe Torre's number.
Who were number 5? Who took that from you?
Specifically.
Wow. Tough word.
As so I could kind of disrespect it as the worst player. Be like, hey, you're a Yankee fan. Your coach sucks.
Wow.
And so do I.
Wow. Who took 5 from you?
Bill Buckner also wore 6.
Yes,
so
he did.
that explains a lot. Who took 5 from me?
Well, somebody who was obviously a better player because they got the first dibs on the number.
He was 2 years older. I'm trying to remember the name because it was varsity baseball. I'm a sophomore. He's a senior. He took it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's fair.
That was it.
I thought you had a little more behind that 6. I thought that was your jam for a reason with different players.
Became my number, man.
It's funny you mentioned Nomar because I have to tell you a Nomar story. Really cool Nomar story.
Oh, okay.
My and they're not going to hear this in time, so it's great. My brother I talked to yesterday lives in Pennsylvania. My nephew.
Oh, we're live, by the way. He's listening right now.
He's not.
They're all listening right now.
Trust me.
Yeah. He's not one of the 19?
No.
Oh, okay.
My nephew, my brother's youngest, who lives out in Houston. He and his girlfriend are living there for the last year or so, and his girlfriend is a huge soccer fan.
Good for her.
And for Christmas, he got her a Mia Hamm cameo.
There you go.
And to make things even more, even got a Nomar mention in there. How cool is that?
Very nice.
Because he's a big Red Sox fan. She was somewhat of a Red Sox fan to start with, but to be able to get both on the cameo,
yeah,
that's kind of cool.
That actually, and that's a for free. Like it was just an upsell. Like
it was
hey,
just an upsell. Yeah, it was
get
paid
Nomar
for Mia Hamm, and Nomar came in there.
I love, and this jersey is very difficult to find. I haven't found it yet, and you know I am pretty resourceful when it comes to my soccer jersey.
Yeah.
I want the jersey that Mia Hamm wore in her final game because for the second half she wore Garcia Parra on the back of her jersey.
Right.
The rest of her career it was Hamm.
Garcia Parra.
Garcia Parra.
Yeah. You said Parra.
Whatever.
Yeah. No, that's cool. It's one of those cool couples. You know, you always hear like these celebrity couples that they're fun for a couple of years and they get divorced, they get angry at each other. You always hear something bad. You never hear a bad word about the two of them.
How could you? Mia Hamm she's a saint and
she's a national
she's a treasure. She is a treasure.
Really is.
She is a treasure. And Nomar is Nomar. He can do nothing wrong.
Even Yankee fans don't hate Nomar.
No. Well, he kind of fell off quickly, that's why.
Well, it's true.
Right.
East Coast, West Coast, Dodgers loved him. Everybody.
Oh yeah, that's where I saw him play against the Dodgers as a member of the A's, and that was the day I was sitting first row behind home plate in Dodger Stadium.
Wow.
First time, only time I've ever been first row behind home plate. There were company seats. It was when I was at CBS Sports, so obviously I don't afford. It's also the only time I've ever had surf and turf at a baseball game.
Wow.
Typically, when I'm like, I'm going to go to a baseball game, I'm going to have peanuts, Cracker Jacks, right? The garlic fries that they have there.
Yeah.
No, I was like, shit, they got lobster tail and filet, and there's a carving station here.
That's awesome.
You kidding me? I'm going to have scotch at a baseball game? It was ridiculous.
Did you talk to Nomar?
I called him out.
Yeah.
And this was before he went to the Dodgers, I think.
Okay.
So, because he went to the Cubs, then the A's, then the Dodgers.
Right,
I think
so,
was the progression there.
Right.
Either way, it may have been after he was on the Dodgers. Who knows? My Dodgers jersey is a Garcia Parra jersey.
Okay.
Obvious.
It's great.
Obvious. So is my Cubs jersey.
Right.
I do own a Cubs jersey, and it is a Garcia Parra. Beautiful.
You didn't have that when you were in LA, though. Because when I went out to LA,
I did not.
You had to borrow one of mine. It was hysterical. You were like swimming in my.
I was like in a moo-moo.
Yeah.
It was.
Oh.
It was. I'm sorry. It was a Momo.
Love the abuse. No, but you didn't have it then, so that's great that you've picked that up.
But I did yell, Nomar, you were my favorite player growing up in Boston. Absolutely love you. And he turned and he gave me a nod. And
that's nice.
I was like, oh, that's great. And then I took a picture of me with my, my big Instagram smile face. And with him in the background. It was cool.
That is cool.
And it was that's the closest I've ever gotten to I don't know.
One of your heroes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was pretty cool.
I had a Mo Vaughn experience in Boston.
Oh,
yeah, where we weren't sitting in great seats, but I was down the third base line at Fenway. Probably
there is.
I was in the lower section.
There is no bad seat down the third base line at Fenway, unless you're behind a pole.
Exactly.
Unless you're behind a pole.
I was going to say behind the pole, but I was down the first section early in the game.
In front of the pole.
In front of the pole.
So the pole was behind you. Continue.
Yes.
I'm just trying to make sure I know exactly where you were.
So two things happened in that game. Number one, Bob Uecker was calling the game, and I saw him way up.
Oh, that's cool.
Way up top.
In the broadcast booth.
And I yelled, Ueck! And he turned down and looked and gave a wave.
Yay.
So the whole crowd was like, dude, you got some lungs, man. He heard you all the way up there. I'm like, that's not a big ballpark.
Yeah.
And then Mo got up, And Mo got up at one point, and he steps in the box. Crowd's going nuts. Just as
course.
he gets his second foot in the box, the crowd goes a little quieter.
Mm-hmm.
The pitcher starts to step back, and I go, and this will tell you when it was, because this is an old Bud Light thing.
Mm-hmm.
I went, Mo, I love you, man. And he called time. Had to step out of the box and look around. People were dying laughing around me. So I got a disruption on in a Major League Baseball game.
Oh, I did too. You know about Gary Sheffield one.
I do, but you need to share that with
They
our
heard it on
audience.
ESPN. This was like 2 days after it came out that Gary Sheffield's wife had cheated on him. And I'm sitting in the right field box, the like box 94 or whatever, somewhere right around the pesky pole, but right in the front. And this was a great day because this was when you could go on eBay and just buy hard tickets and meet someone at a gas station.
Right.
Good old. This was high school, I want to say. No, it was college. It was freshman year of college because I met with my buddy Jeff from college.
Cool.
And so I got these 4 tickets. They were in the Loge, which, as you know, is an expensive seat in Fenway.
Yeah, it is.
Now it's like impossible to get. Back then,
Right.
several $100 for a ticket. So I bought 4 tickets at $200 each. Don't ask me how I got the money.
Okay.
Never mind. I was like hovering over the censorship button.
I think I know. Yeah, but go ahead.
No, you don't.
I think I do.
No, you absolutely don't.
Okay.
You don't. I stole it. No, JK. So I met this guy at a gas station in Vernon. I got the tickets. Vernon, Connecticut, on my way up there.
Yep.
So I left my house with no tickets, right? I
Yep.
got the tickets, which nowadays people would be like, how could you do that? As a teenager meeting a rando at a gas station, a different time.
No one's going to do anything to you anyway. Don't worry.
I don't know.
Look at you. No.
I don't know, man. I got a supple. So I went up there and I scalped the tickets. I sold my 4 Loge tickets, right? So I paid I think I paid $150 each for them. I sold them for like $250 each. So I made a significant profit. Then I bought from a scalper the 2 tickets that we were going to use, right?
Okay.
So I'm sitting there, I got a boatload of money in my pocket, and I got these 2 really nice tickets in right field.
Well played.
It was the first and only time, probably in the history of Fenway, that a single person went to the Papa John's pizza, right, where it's like $8 a slice.
Right.
I said, I want the whole pie.
Right.
They were like, we have to charge you for each slice, and these are extra large slices. There's 12 slices. I was just like, give me the whole pie.
Load it up.
So I bought a Papa Gino's. Did I say Papa John's?
Yeah, you said Papa John's.
Forgive me.
I was going to correct you, but I waited
Forgive
because I
me.
remember this story.
It was a Papa Gino's.
Papa Gino's is a big difference.
And
to
so
Papa
I go there.
John's.
I'm eating my Papa Gino's pizza. I put down like 3 of these slices. I'm done. My friend has a slice or 2. He's done. I have extra slices.
Right.
I trade for beer. Perfect. Right. Teenager trading
school
pizza
kid.
for beer.
Yeah.
Love it.
Great.
Gary Sheffield's wife just cheated on him. Gary Sheffield comes over.
Back to that. Yeah.
Right. He's playing right field for the Yankees. This was also a Yankee-Red Sox game
right.
at the height of the rivalry, like
Big
2002,
rivalry.
2003, give or time. Give or take. Give or time.
Give or time.
Actually, it would have been 2003, 2004. Anyway, he comes over. He's warming up, and I yell right when the inning starts. Hey, Sheffield! Tell your wife I said hi!
Nice.
And he just turns and looks at me.
Ooh.
Dead in the eye. He knew exactly who said it.
Ooh.
And then I go, and give me my boxes back on your way through Connecticut. Everyone's just dying laughing.
Sure.
Just dying laughing. I get a text message
Right.
on my old Razor, Nokia flip phone, whatever
Right.
the hell it was. And it was just like, did I just hear you heckle Gary Sheffield on at the game? And I was just like, yes.
Yes,
people
Dad.
people know my heckle voice, right? And so a friend who I would go to Savannah Sandnats single A baseball game,
Right.
he knew my heckle voice, and he was like, oh my god, and DVR'd it, and I watched it, and sure enough, it was.
That's great.
It was great, and I wish I still had that.
Yeah, sure.
Like stuff from back then, it's like it's impossible
It's
to hang
gone,
on. Yeah. I do have the photo of the back of your bald head when we went to the playoffs.
Yeah, that was fun.
And you were the only one facing backwards when JD Drew hit that home
No,
run.
no.
Well, you were high fiving people.
It was
Like you,
high-fi- it
yeah,
was
you turned around.
afterwards,
Yeah.
yeah.
But what I'm saying is when the camera cut to me and you,
Yeah.
it was a close up on me
Yeah.
and you just happened to turn around, and I get all these text messages and tags on Facebook like, "There's Mike. Oh my God, he's at the game in Los Angeles at the Red Sox game." And then it's just like, and there's this bald head next
Yeah.
to him, and no.
That's all right.
But you were wearing a Mo Vaughn jersey at
I
the
did.
very least.
Of course,
so
I
that's
did.
what you
I
got.
wore a Red Sox jersey to the Red Sox game, and by the way, that game was Pretty funny, you doing the Papelbon dance up and down the aisle.
Oh, I was wearing
before anyone
full
got there.
full uniform.
He's wearing a full away uniform. He
wore the
brought
socks.
he brought his gloves.
Cleats. Oh yeah. Which you don't do as a grown man.
No, and you weren't wearing the cleats because you had gotten yelled at for wearing cleats. You were wearing Celtic sneakers.
Oh, because I wore the cleats to the last game, and they were
Yeah.
like, "You can't do that.
You can't do that." So the best part was we get to this game, and Mike is like, "Oh, this is so great. You're with me. I don't have to worry about somebody beating me up for being stupid." And I was like, "Dude, you're on your own. How stupid you want to be?" And then later on, it was like third inning, you got up to get a beer, and this is when you were legal, not like before. And you got up
Not
to
like
get a
when you
beer,
were at Fenway with the pole behind you.
and some guy yells down to you from the upper section, goes, "Hey kid, did you win your Little League game?"
I remember that.
Yeah, do you remember your response?
I do.
Yeah, go ahead.
I do. I think it was something along the lines of, "Hey, we've got a saying in Boston. Go fuck yourself."
That was it. Yeah,
That was it. That was it.
That was it. And I was like, "Oh, he's gonna get his ass kicked. Here we go."
No,
I was
everyone-
looking back.
It's remarkable.
No one.
People
No, there was
love me at the Yankee fan sitting in front of me
There
didn't.
was,
wasn't a huge fan.
there was a follow up to that.
From me?
Because that guy that you yelled that to said, "Hey, my kid's sitting right here," and you said, "Yeah, you want me to tell your kid too?"
Oh,
yeah.
I said that.
Yes, you did.
I said that. It's
but-
really funny though. I say some shit at a baseball game,
Yeah,
and people just laugh it off. Like
they did. The Yankee fan that was sitting in front of us at that game,
I was giving them some shit.
we both did.
Oh, yeah.
I went as a Red Sox fan, so I was riding this guy just
but
as much.
I threw Cracker Jacks at his face.
Right, you were a little much. And then the same guy got up.
But then we
and-
took a picture with him afterwards.
Right, he took off his Yankee hat because we were giving him so much static for being
That's
not in the
right.
playoffs.
Yeah.
And he went and bought an Angels hat.
That's right.
So we'd stop riding him.
That was double trouble.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you don't do that.
And as soon as he did it, the Angels started winning. The rally monkey worked.
Uh-huh.
And they made a little comeback. They were starting to.
But they lost.
They lost the game.
But they lost.
But he ended up putting the Yankee hat back on, and we took a nice picture with the guy.
Yeah.
But he took so much abuse.
Oh, yeah.
Holy cow.
Well, that was the guy I threw the thing at.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
but he was. Yeah, we took a picture. It was
Good
it was-
times,
it was
man.
fun. Yeah, good times. Good times. Had at that. So, recommendation this week. I'm not going to recommend that you watch anything. I'm going to recommend that you find your nearest Jew and wish them a happy Hanukkah. Because even if you don't celebrate,
How do you know if they're Jewish? Okay.
I don't know.
Fair enough.
I do not have an answer to that question.
I had a great watching recommendation. I had two of them last week. And I'm gonna
Well, it's this week.
I know. So I'm going to give you one more that's really cool. There's Netflix again has a wonderful new show, and they're adding a new show I think every week or every other week.
Uh-huh.
It's how your favorite holiday movies were made.
Oh, I've seen that. It's a great series.
There's only two out right now.
It's a great series.
How this has been made, I've seen those series. This is all holiday edition.
Yes. I love that series.
And there's one on Elf,
Uh-huh.
and there's one on Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yes.
Both excellent. And what I love about it is, for Elf, it's back before Will Ferrell was a big star.
That Made Us. It's called That Made Us.
Yes,
The
That Made
movies
Us,
That
yeah.
Made Us. Because
Yep,
I've seen the
movies
video
that
games
made
That
us.
Made Us.
Yeah.
And I've seen the toys that made.
I
Have you
have
seen the
too.
toys That Made Us? That one was
Yes.
great. That one was
Love that.
nostalgic as hell.
But this
I
new
was like,
holiday,
I had that Battle Cat from He-Man. Hell yeah,
Exactly.
let's go.
He-Man was all about just making the toys.
Oh yeah.
So I was never a fan. But anyway, the holiday movies edition, it's really cool that they have this great idea for a movie. Nobody wanted it. Excuse me, somebody wanted it.
This is the
and then
Nightmare
they
Before
took it away.
Christmas.
No.
Oh, Elf.
Elf.
Oh,
It was
no one wanted it.
no one wanted Will Ferrell in it either. You know, originally who they wanted to play that role?
What?
Will Ferrell wasn't a thing yet.
What?
He was just a Saturday Night Live guy.
What?
They didn't think he could carry a movie.
Wow.
And then Old School came out right before this came. They were filming Old
and
School.
they were like, yeah.
No, he was already signed to do this while Old School was being made too. So it's kind of cool. But do you know who they originally wanted to play Buddy the Elf?
Oh, this is a good trivia question. Someone I've heard of, obviously.
It is.
Someone else from like SNL.
It gives a whole different meaning to it. It would be an entirely different movie.
Danny DeVito.
No.
Was he as short as Danny DeVito?
No.
Oh,
Nobody's as short as Danny DeVito unless it's like a child.
well.
Yeah. Anyway, who do they want?
The best content is the stuff that I just whisper to Mo and he laughs and you have no idea what I just said.
They might have because I heard it in the headphones.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
did it?
yeah. So they might have caught that one.
One time the censorship button wasn't working. No.
So, no guess?
No, go. Who?
Chris Farley. who they originally wanted to play Buddy the Elf. And the guy who wrote the screenplay held off and said no until the year went by and the contract was nil before he moved on. He didn't want Chris Farley to play that role.
Did he kill Chris Farley so that he couldn't be an elf?
No. What he did
That's
was...
my conspiracy theory. I'm going on Parler right now,
No.
and I'm going to post all about that.
Why are you ragging on Parler so much today?
Well, it's just a conspiracy theory platform.
It's not, but that's okay.
It is. I do have an account on there, so I can see what's happening.
Yeah,
on
that's
there.
fine.
It's
Anyway.
fucking cesspool. Go.
Anyway, the cool thing is that Will Ferrell got a chance to do this, and the other guy that got a big chance in doing this movie, to bring it back to last week, Jon Favreau. Got the big push. He was like the first. He wasn't a big director yet. And look at the careers that came out of the people in that movie. Jon Favreau and Will Ferrell and, well, of course, Ed Asner and...
And Santa Claus.
Right.
Santa Claus.
Ed Asner was an amazing Santa Claus.
Santa Claus, yeah.
There was some great people in that movie, and I watch Elf again, too. For crying out loud, it's a great Christmas movie.
There you go. All right.
Hey, that's a show, buddy.